Howdy folks, this is Norseman of the Spokane Devil Dogs, and today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the other gun we use in cowboy airsoft, and this is a Umarex. They call it a Legends, which is made under the Umarex umbrella, smoke wagon. This pistol uses CO2 powerlets. If I can get the handle open here, you can see the powerlet there. There's a tool built into the handle, so you unscrew this nut right here. It's an Allen key nut to take and change out your CO2 powerlet, and then it has oops, don't mind the snow moving here on the roof, and then it has shells here. So these shells are loaded individually, but you can go to the half cock here. This shell already has a BB loaded in it, and there's 6 of them. Now we didn't load this one John Wayne style, which is load 1, skip 1, load 4, so that the old Colt system with the hammer that went through the frame, if you dropped, if the hammer was resting on the cylinder, which this one doesn't quite do that because there's a gas valve in there that if this bumps that, it'll just bleed all your gas out. So this one's not quite the same as a real one, but if it was a real one and you drop that hammer and that spur made contact with the cartridge, with the primer in the cartridge, it would go off. So they wouldn't carry 6 rounds in these Colts single actions. They would actually only load 5. And that's how SAS does it too, if you're interested. Single Action Shooting Society, those are the guys that dress up and play cowboy and shoot at metal targets. So anyhow, this is a reproduction of the 1873 Colt Single Action Army. This is the other gun that won the West. It came out in .45 Colt. The same year the Winchester came out with the 1873 lever action rifle in .44-40, and within about 2 or 3 years they were offering this pistol in .44-40, or also known as .44 Winchester centerfire back in the day, so that cowboys could have one set of ammunition and would fit both their pistols and their rifles. This one here, this is heavier than heck. Now, I've got a Tokyo Marui 1911 here, and this feels like a toy compared to this. This feels like the real thing, and maybe later in another video I'll break out a real one and kind of compare the two. But this feels heavy. It's built really well. The only real downside to it is it doesn't have a hop up. This does, this doesn't, and this I've found is about twice as accurate as this one on that metal gong out there at about 50 feet. I can put, usually out of six rounds out of either one of them, I can put about 4 rounds on target with the Tokyo Marui and about 2 on target with this. But that's smaller than a human torso. And I'm using these BBs right here. These are the G&G, and these are .30 grams. I use those because with this pistol, if you're shooting lighter BBs, they tend to fly. Your windage gets all confused. Whereas a heavier BB kind of has that lobbing howitzer arc, but it's predictable. You know, you can just hold a little high and it just goes in the same arc every time, as opposed to winging out and screwing up your windage with a lighter BB. So I'm going to go ahead and take 6 shots and see how I do here. Now, the way I was taught in Single Action Army, when you're shooting a single action revolver with a support hand, this is your trigger hand. You're actually going to cock with your supporting hand like that. So anyhow, let's see how I do here. I hit the post, hit the post, hit the post. I think I need to aim a little higher here. No, that one went over. Well, I made a liar on myself. I didn't hit it one time, but I did hit the post that the plate was sticking on there. Now, to reload this, you can do one of two things. You can either use your extractor here. A single action, you got to use your extractor to extract every round out. Or in Airsoft world, you can just leave the cartridges in there, grab some BBs here. And you just take and load it one at a time. Right here, just spin the revolver, grab the next one. I suppose if you had a speed loader, you could probably get good at doing it that way as well. Or you could do it, you know, like I say, if you're going to take the shells out, you could actually have preloaded ones on your belt, you know, on your ammo belt. You know, all Old West belts have ammo belts, or ammo loops on the belts. You could do that as well. Okay, I got 6. I'm going to try it one more time. There's a hit on the gong. I don't know if you heard that. There's another hit. Oh, empty. And you go to the half cock to turn this cylinder just like in a real Colt. That's all the way down. I know that doesn't look like it's down, but it is. You come back here to half cock, and then you can spin your cylinder. And the cylinder does not spin freely. You kind of got to move it. It's detented every time, unlike a real one. So anyhow, it's not exactly, but it's a pretty nice reproduction. And you know, if there's a guy standing out there, I'd have hit him almost every time. It's just that gong is, I think that gong's maybe 15 inches wide, 12 inches wide, something like that. I'm coming close, but I'm not hitting it every time. So anyhow, we can, I'm going to go over the loading of that A&K Winchester 1892 at a later video. Just not going to do it right now. I got to get going here. So anyhow, happy trails. Come out and join us for the Chronicles of Grizzly Gulch, and have a nice day. Talk to you later.